It's my pleasure to introduce this dynamic duo and to be here with you all this evening.
Thanks, Chris. So the next priority that I want to talk about is a very broad category, but thanks to the good work of our legislative transportation committees, they are poised and ready to take action. So we'll be watching for the Transportation Innovation Act. As we recognize that transportation accounts for, 40-ish% of our emissions as a state, and knowing that we are a largely rural state, we need to really take transportation seriously and do everything that we can do to help transition Vermonters away from those internal combustion engines and single vehicle occupancy to get where we need to go. And so the Transportation Innovation Act is really building on the recommendations that are in the climate plan. And luckily, a lot of what is proposed right now for 2022 is ramping up things that have already been sort of beta tested in smaller programs. And it's really just making sure that some of these things go statewide. So the Mileage Smart program or Replace Your Ride is helping Vermonters get into more fuel efficient or electric vehicles. We need to expand the availability of electric vehicle charging infrastructure for those private vehicles that are traveling through our state. It calls for the continuation of zero fare in public transit for the next fiscal year. Which is really important as Vermonters can jump on the bus in many places around the state and get where they need to be. We've got to obviously expand and continue with our electric vehicle incentives so that more Vermonters can transition to electric vehicles. And so we also need to recognize that rethinking how we invest in the transportation infrastructure, our roads and our bridges and our sidewalks, really needs to focus on how do we make room on our roadways for more bicycles, for more pedestrians, and for the safe occupation of the roads by both vehicles and bikes and pedestrians. I don't know about you, but I have been turned on to the miracle of the electric bike. It makes living up here at 1,200 feet and commuting down to my office that is at a 400-foot elevation, something that is very doable. So in hilly Vermont, for 8 or 10 months out of the year, you can do a fair amount of commuting on your electric bike. But we need to make sure that our road infrastructure is making room for safe passage for both. So watch for the Transportation Innovation Act. So thank you so much for coming out tonight, and we'll see you again soon.